Portraying the clown prince of crime is never a laughing matter. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 portrayals of the Joker.
Hello? Anybody home?
Listen, Boopsy, even though you never call and never write, I still got a soft spot for you. So I'm sending you a fun gift. Airmail.
The Joker is the perfect antithesis to the Caped Crusader, choosing chaos and insanity over Batman's more calculated approach. Because one can't exist without the other, there are so many different versions of the Joker to take a look at.
Well, you look nervous. Is it the scars? You want to know how I got them?
We're including everything from live-action movies to animated TV series and cameo appearances, ranking not only the performances themselves, but how memorable they are and how much they bring to comic books' most infamous villain.
If you could see inside, I'm really crying. You might join me for a weep.
Number 10, Brent Spiner, Young Justice.
Admit it. You can't turn away.
To be forever remembered and associated with his role as Lieutenant Commander Data in Star Trek The Next Generation, it might surprise you to hear that he has actually done other things.
Well, we have a problem.
I find myself in complete agreement with that assessment of the situation, sir.
As the wild card of the Injustice League in the TV series Young Justice, Joker wastes no time trying to spread his patented Joker venom around the world. Although he only appeared in one episode, Spiner's disposition is a perfect match for the Joker's creepy, unpredictable personality.
Inconceivable. Unacceptable. Retributionable. That last one might not be a word, so sue me.
Despite being a cartoon aimed at younger audiences, this version of the Joker does not hold back, and he definitely made our skin crawl.
Always wanted to carve this bird.
Number 9, Michael Emerson, Batman, The Dark Knight Returns.
So many faces, so few smiles.
Hey, now, no need to be nervous. Just follow my lead and be yourself.
Michael Emerson's no stranger to playing the antagonistic role, having played the easy-to-hate Ben Linus on Lost. So, he was the perfect candidate for the Clown Prince of Crime in the film adaptation of Frank Miller's The Dark Knight Returns. Taking place in the future, Joker has fallen into a catatonic state for 10 years. But when news hits about Batman coming out of retirement, he wastes no time to go back on a rampage.
Batman, darling.
Emerson's Paul Lynde imitation brilliantly gives life to an incarnation of the Joker so twisted that he goes on an amusement park shooting spree before framing Batman for killing him by breaking his own neck.
See you in hell.
Number 8, Troy Baker, Batman Arkham Origins and Batman Assault on Arkham.
Okay, babies, let's cook. Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Troy Baker's had some experience voicing Batman, so it's quite a surprise to realize that he voices Bat's archenemy as well. Baker was called in to voice a younger Clown Prince in the prequel spin-off of Rocksteady's Arkham games.
Oh, life would be so simple if you were all I wanted. No, you're just a teeny little distraction compared to what I've got up my sleeve.
As the Arkham video game series' Joker was already portrayed by Mark Hamill, Baker's role was to replace that performance as a younger-sounding version, and he did a really damn good job doing it.
How about this one?
A year later, he would reprise that role in 2014's Batman Assault on Arkham, and again pulls off a performance that you could almost swear was Mark Hamill, albeit a little more restrained.
I'm just going to slip into something more comfortable, so no peeking.
Number 7, Kevin Michael Richardson, The Batman.
You mean to tell me the chief of police considers this vigilante a greater menace than the Clown Prince of Crime? Why, that's an outrage! An insult!
Kevin Michael Richardson's had his fair share of villainous roles with his deep and menacing voice.
We shall proceed as planned.
But
tomorrow night, we will receive a shipment of new weapons. These shall help us put an end to the Turtles and Splinter.
And his portrayal of the Joker in 2014's animated series, The Batman, is no exception. This Clown Prince of Crime is wild in every possible way.
You have made me one very sad clown! Where'd you go?
From his crazy dreadlocks, insane laugh, harebrained schemes, and monkey kung fu fighting style, it's truly a unique version of the Joker, and Richardson is more than able to keep up. The world's a stage for this cuckoo clown, and he lives to be the center of attention while he drives everyone else to be as crazy as he is.
So the giraffe turns to the police chief and says, "The last thing I saw was that screw-loose detective trying to pick the nuts out of the fruitcake!"
Number 6, Jeff Bennett, Batman, the Brave and the Bold.
But if Owlman's another you, he craves control. And who better to take down a control freak than the nemesis of order, the clown prince of chaos? Moi.
Jeff Bennett's voiced some hilarious characters over the years, which makes him the perfect candidate to voice the Joker in the more lighthearted series, Batman the Brave and the Bold. This version serves as a kind of tribute to the more comedic side of the character that was seen in early comics and the 1960s TV series.
Frankly, old chum, there's nothing you can do to stop me. You see, I'm no longer the Joker you know and love. I'm the king of the world!
As eccentric as they come, this Joker is all over the place in the series, even teaming up with Batman to defeat Owlman. He could drop the crime and be a hero, but come on, where's the fun in that? Number 5, John DiMaggio, Batman Under the Red Hood.
I'll need some guys. Not these guys, because, well, they're kind of dead.
Everyone knows John DiMaggio as Bender from Futurama and as Jake from Adventure Time, but DC fans will recognize his creepily fantastic portrayal of the Joker in Batman Under the Red Hood. He already makes a pretty good first impression by killing off the infamous second Robin, Jason Todd.
I suppose I'm going to have to teach you a lesson so you can better follow in his footsteps. Nah, I'm just gonna keep beating you with this crowbar.
DiMaggio depicts the Joker as a much more calculated villain, with clinical insanity replaced with genuine malice and cruelty. With his deeper, mocking voice, DiMaggio nails it at portraying one of the darkest incarnations of the sadistic jester.
I'm a little teapot, soft and stout. Here is my handle, here is my spout.
Number 4, Cesar Romero, Batman.
Come, my puckish partners in plunder! Batman has been outwitted, and the fabulous jewel collection is ours!
How could we talk about the Joker without mentioning the first actor to bring the iconic laugh into everyone's homes?
Batman and Robin, the dashing diamonds of daring do.
The 1960s Adam West series was the very first Batman show, and it doesn't get any more self-aware than this. So it only fits that a campy Batman should fight a campy Joker, armed with shocking joy buzzers, sneezing powder, and plenty of creative death traps.
Oh, what a ball!
Holy Las Vegas, where are we?
In a strange kind of game room, boy plunder.
This felonious funny man is more of a prankster than his sociopathic successors, but Romero's boundless energy and shrieking laughter left a powerful impression that served as the foundation for all future Jokers to follow.
Oh, dear me. The court jester must run, just in time. Well, goodbye, kiddies, and remember, I was here, eh?
Number 3, Mark Hamill, Batman the Animated Series.
Luthor not want you alone with him.
Oh, come on, Grundy, old pal. What's a couple of nicks between friends?
Go away.
Party pooper.
Now we come to the king of Joker voice actors, Mark Hamill. Making his debut as the clown in Batman the Animated Series, Hamill treats Joker's laugh like a musical instrument, and seeing him at work in the recording studio is truly magical. He continued the role throughout most of the DC Animated Universe features, and became the most recognized and iconic voice for the character.
You're a real party pooper. Why don't you take your mask off and have a few laughs?
Even though we've gone over some really good animated performances, anytime we hear the Joker and it's not Mark Hamill, there's always a little bit of disappointment. He keeps trying to retire from the role and they always bring him back, but we hope he will always be around to give us this special brand of crazy.
Now, ain't that a co-winky-dink? We're talking about the old man and the spawn of his loins just happens to call. Makes you want to laugh, doesn't it, Arthur?
Number 2, Jack Nicholson, Batman.
Jack is dead, my friend. You can call me Joker. And as you can see, I'm a lot happier.
No one expected Michael Keaton to nail the role of Batman in Tim Burton's 1989 movie, but Jack Nicholson's Joker really steals the show here. Nicholson is definitely no stranger to depicting unbridled insanity, and the mental breakdown that turns Joker from wildcard crook to insane crime boss is one of the character's most memorable moments ever.
You understand that the nerves were completely severed, Mr. Napier.
Not only does he ace the Joker's creepiness, but he even shows off a charismatic amount of energy that even rivals that of Cesar Romero.
I'm glad you did.
Always trying to outshine the Dark Knight and steal the spotlight, Nicholson's performance is both theatrical and authentic.
What do you want?
My face on the $1 bill.
You must be joking.
Do I look like I'm joking?
Before we unveil our number one pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
Batman, my coup de coup, my pomme de frite. I knew that ape Deathstroke couldn't kill you.
Too bad for you.
Why so jumpy? I merely took it off standby.
I'm just gonna hurt you. Really, really bad.
Perfect. Next. Mr. X. A little to the right. Okay, that's the spot.
Number 1, Heath Ledger, The Dark Knight.
What do you believe in, huh? What do you believe in?
I believe whatever doesn't kill you simply makes you stranger.
Taking the number 1 spot is arguably the most realistic and terrifying portrayal of the Joker in Batman history. While Batman's origin story may have been examined in detail during Christopher Nolan's now classic trilogy, his version of the Joker is that of a character with purpose, but seemingly no cause. Ledger manages to portray the Joker as believably real, but without having to sacrifice any of the character's well-established quirks, honoring the source material while building upon it at the same time.
Do I really look like a guy with a plan? You know what I am? I'm a dog chasing cars. I wouldn't know what to do with one if I caught it. You know, I just do things.
Showcasing almost every established personal disorder classically associated with the Joker, the sheer spectrum of talent on display here is nothing short of spectacular. The role that arguably led to Ledger's tragic death in 2008, it's his performance and not the events surrounding it that cements this portrayal as the best portrayal of the Clown Prince of Crime.
I don't want to kill you. What would I do without you? Go back to ripping off mob dealers? No. No, you complete me.
Do you agree with our list? Who do you think was the best Joker?
I'm simply out to prove to your beefy chiefy once and for all that Joker is the master of menace.
For more cuckoo lists published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
Here, have a laugh on me.